Yes. It feels good to be back, to be doing these. Obviously means the season's up upon us, and what a way to kick off. I mean, firstly, congratulations to the boys. I think that result, going into that game, I thought, as long as I see a performance, I clearly wanted the result, but as long as I see a performance that shows to me that they don't feel inferior, because you do hear the narrative and you do sometimes consider opponents that especially have just done the treble, and you sometimes think, have they got our number? Are they just a level above? And listen, it might get mocked or whatever. It's funny, innit? If City go and win Community Shield, it's like, just more dominance. If we go win it, it don't mean anything. But this is what I'm trying to say. I really feel the manager that Arteta is, the psychology of it, the way that the fans were, the manner of it, knowing that we will fight until the end. We got our fortune and then to win a penalty shootout as well. I just honestly feel that the nature of how we won that game is a real good springboard to kick off for next week, start of the season. Because I was a bit, I wouldn't say worried, but I don't even know if I'd say concerned, but I've not seen the gel, I've not seen the groove in pre-season. I know we've only lost one game, but I've still not seen what I felt last season in it just clicking. And it will take time, but unfortunately the thing is that in this league, you can't really take that time. Because if you lose 2-3 games, and then you're playing catch up, so we really can't afford to do that. So it was interesting to see him start Havertz today. I thought, if Jesus was fit, would he have started Havertz? For me, that's our strongest midfield. It really is. I think if you're playing Odegaard, Rice and Partey, that is the strongest midfield to go with. But now we're getting into the game, because let's start with Partey. I thought the first 10-15 minutes, he was woeful. He was sloppy in midfield. He was doing more things to get caught on the ball. Real bad decision making and nearly cost us. But once he established himself in the game, I thought it was so integral and important to us. And it just shows why, for me, we should be keeping him 100%. I thought Partey, really from that moment, was the foundation for us to sort of build on, because it took Odegaard a while getting into the game as well, But Rice, I thought, had a class game. I thought there was a moment in the second half where he closed the ball down, reminiscent of how he closed Partey down when we were playing West Ham away last season. He does it a lot, but it's the way that he reads the game, it's the way that he goes into it. It's almost like a proper full-blooded winning a 50-50 tackle, do you know what I mean? Just gets the crowd up, he gets everybody up for it. And he did win in the second half, and I just felt it was straight away a momentum switch. And that's what he will bring, and the more that he grows into it. Because I felt we suffered when he came off, to be fair, as well. So the more he goes into it, we've got an unbelievable player there. And as I say, for me, that's our midfield, especially for the first few games. I don't think Havertz were there. Not going to be one of them who's jumping on him and saying this and that about him. Listen, I think Havertz is a baller. I think he don't cheat the eye. Do you know what I mean? I think I've seen him do stuff where you can see that he's a baller. But the first chance, for example, he's forged that out for him. Well played by Ben White, coming in, looking like he's going on the overlap, then taking that touch and coming inside. And the way that he plays it, Havertz, it was behind him, but the way that Havertz sort of got it out of his foot, did the spin, got the shot in, it was a good save, do you know what I mean? But the second one he should have been putting away. Should have been putting that away. But the one where I was annoyed, the one that really pissed me off was when Odegaard did an unbelievable piece of skill in the second half, sort of dropped to shoulder, beat his man, getting fouled, played it inside, and all Havertz had to do was to just hold on to it, take a touch, bring players in, and he just didn't, and that pissed me off. Because it was just that's just basics, you know what I'm saying, man? So obviously he's got to work into it. I was glad when Havertz actually came off, because I thought he'd run his race and For me, Trossard's been our player of pre-season, so he must have been vexed not to have been starting. And I was grateful that he was the one that got the fortune at the end because he's earned it. We looked a better team with him in it. There was a moment in the latter bit of the second half where there was him and Emil Smith-Rowe down the left wing, battling, winning the ball back, doing not flicks for fancy's sake, but doing flicks because it was actually going to get us to where we wanted to be. And it started another spell of possession. I think that's what might have led to the corner, actually. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Smith-Rowe looked sharp. Trossard looked sharp. Eddie looked sharp when he came on. I still don't think he's got that, like, nous. Do you know what I mean? But he's good to switch it up. And, yeah, man, I thought defence was sharp. I thought Saliba was on job, bro. Honestly, I thought Saliba was class. Timber, it was my first proper look at Timber. He's so busy, isn't he, man? He's just busy as fuck. And for me, I'm going to wrap it up like this. My man of the match, he's not Cole Palmer. What is fucking Lee Dixon chatting about? What the fuck? In fact, this is going to be my third last bit, right? So number 3, Lee Dixon. What are you chatting about, bro? There is no fucking way, yeah? There is no way that you are giving Cole Palmer that man of the match. Insane. Ramsdale, for me, should have got man of the match. Crucial saves. They go 2-0 up off the Foden chance or the Rodri header. Then there you go. Do you know what I mean? It's game, set, and match. It's done. It's done. But Ramsdale kept us in it. Saved the penalty. No, he didn't save the penalty, sorry. But I felt his presence was there. Did he save the penalty? Yeah, he saved Rodri's. Fuck Rodri. That's my other point. Fuck Rodri. And fuck Stuart Atwell. They're a fucking... Honestly, how dare they give Stuart Atwell that game after the Emirates one that they gave him when City cheated by fucking getting Gabriel sent off. I know that was Jesus and that, but Rodri not getting booked for taking his shirt off, celebrating in front of us and then bringing a man down. You mad? Like, Stuart Atwell's a fucking div. Rodri's a fucking div. Fuck them all, mate. Fuck him. I was so happy when Rodri missed that penalty. I swear down, bro. And, yeah, man. Fabio sticking that penalty away. Starting his season off strong with that. Do you know what I mean? So, there we are. Let's see how we get on midday kickoff against Forest. I'm going to be at the ground. I'm looking forward to it. It's been around the atmosphere. But listen, friends made banter. It's only Community Shield, this and that. Fuck them. Keep the noise out. We'll take that. Because if we'd have lost that, just imagine how we would have been feeling. So let's embrace how we are actually feeling and beating Man City. That's right. Arsenal beating Man City. Even if you just look at it, we drew with Man City. Fair enough. But we beat Man City. Beat him on penalties. That's it. Till next week, peace and light. Victoria Concordia Cruise. Enjoy the world, man. Season's back, and so are the Arsenal. Bless.